Due to some technical difficulties on the disc of the day, we unfortunately did not get into our first place winner, Saf. So, gracefully, he gave me a quick interview after the rounds, and then he wanted to run off and get his pricing, which, if you come first, you want to get your pricing. I agree. Get your free box. But they were very gracious to give us a quick interview, and I'd like to thank them very much for being there. And again, congratulations on winning at the regional on Friday, the 2nd of June. Thank you again, Saf, for your red hybrid deck.
Good day, everyone. This is Saf, the regional winner here on the 2nd of June down at the NEC's Gaming Expo. Saf, what did you play?
Red Hybrids.
How did you enjoy it?
Real good deck.
Looks like a very fun deck, to be fair. Right, do you want to tell everyone about what you played today, or what you played into today?
I played against 3 Red Hybrids, a Hunter, a Beelzemon, and a Bloomlord in the finals.
So you had a good shuffle a little bit, to be fair. You said that, I also agree with this statement personally, that now that Bloomlord's been kicked a little bit to the side, you don't have to play the chicken game anymore.
No, it's Beelzemon.
So Beelzemon, sorry.
Yeah. So after the EX2 Igmon hit, Beelzemon's not as fast as Red Hybrid anymore, so we can outpace him. Yeah.
So yeah, I totally agree. You don't have that whole well, if I swing security, is it now going to be a case of they've got their trash and it's just game over? It's a lot more fair.
Yeah. It's like, there's just, again, it's just speed. That was the issue with Beelzemon before.
Yeah, Beelzemon was just very quick, and now it's a little bit slower. So
it's been knocked down a peg. It's still tier 1. It's still
very good. Yeah, it's no max speed to the moon, but it's definitely still trying to fly. Do you have any special techs in your deck at all?
Not a special tech, but shout out to my friend Marcio. He recommended I play the one piercing flame on. That's actually won me 2 games by...
It comes up not that often, but it does come up.
When it comes up, it really outshines almost every other flame on the deck. Having that come out, swinging over a guy, controlling them and piercing them is amazing.
It is so good.
So I always recommend at least play one.
Yeah. I mean, you've got enough searches, you've got enough, put one in trash drawers.
As long as your opening hand is decent, you only need 2 to 3 searches to get all your pieces.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it could literally be the one you throw into the trash just so you can get into a Takuma stack later.
Yeah.
And you in that game, last game, you popped the quartz, I believe, and then you swung through the... Yeah, that's the piercing effect. It's really good. And any words, maybe for Sunday if you're back down again?
Sorry?
You back here Sunday for Ultimate Cup?
Yes, but
I
really don't know what to play.
I mean, I do agree that without the Pokemon, it's a bit of a different deck.
It's not only that, Machine Digimon will be way more prevalent.
It's definitely going to be here. Black variant's very strong.
So I'm thinking maybe Black Base, Black War, just to have some fun, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Come down, some fun. I think that's probably the mindset to have, is just come and have some fun. But thank you very much for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
And I'll try and get a deck profile off into you guys later, so I'll get the thing at the end. So have fun, Tamers, and we'll see you guys soon.
See ya.
I just wanted to show you this play, as I think a lot of people who don't play these kind of decks where you get double sources and double abilities when popped would think to play this out. Now, Saf knows that they don't have a tamer in hand, so they play the flame first. Most people I know that'll just put that straight into the bin and they won't think about grabbing a tamer, but they'll do the flame on effect, then they'll draw it and they'll be like, oh yeah, it's your turn. I just like how he had the confidence to obviously do the flame effect, search for, find that tamer on the 4th, and was able to play it then from the effect of the inherited effect of Flamon. It's just nice to see sometimes when things go right for people, and this was the perfect example of, right time, right place. So, looking over the deck looks fairly good, fairly simple, fairly easy for those of you who don't know what's going on. So, playing the Yokomon. I think the video's gone long enough for me to make the joke now that I said that essentially his deck was like the Suicide Core because there's lots of undeletion now, and it's not the worst way to play this deck, to be fair. I quite like it. I think the deck is really cool and interesting. The fact that you don't have to really keep your resources to your hand, if that makes sense. Yeah, the 4 Yokomon on deletion, if you've got a red tamer in play, you draw a card. You run 8 red tamers in this deck, you should see one by the time you explode. Then we run 4 of the new BT12, which is the on play. By trashing 1 card with hybrid in its name, you can draw 2 cards. Really good, because you want your hybrids in trash, so that way you can cheat out an Emperor. Flamon from BT4, on play. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 Digimon card with hybrid in its forms and or 1 red tamer amongst them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. Perfect, because you want to find your Takuyas as quick as you can, and obviously hybrids are just good because you want this deck to roll. Flamer, as you heard from Saf himself, he's only running the 1 piercing. I like 2, but I understand why people only like the 1. And the only reason I like 2 is so I want to see it eventually. But yeah, a lot of people either didn't use this or use one of, and I do think you need at least 1, because being able to essentially just punch over something that's very big and just do maximize your damage is like the way you want to be in this card game right now. The Flame One from BT7 on play, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with hybrid in its traits, Susanamon, or a Takuya amongst them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. This can be hit or missed. It obviously depends what you're on. If you really need the tame, obviously you need to get rid of the tame. If not, then just grab a hybrid, which is like, 90% of your deck anyway. Into the Pokemons, the on play, reveal top 5 and add 1 hybrid card and 1 tamer card to your hand. And then once per turn, when one of your tamers digivolves into a hybrid, gain 2 memory. So yeah, these essentially become free. As in 0. You cost 1 still. But yeah, 2. Cost 2. Then 2. Yes, they're all free costs. There's also 0 costs. It's really good. And then because you have the hybrid and the tamer, you get to go with this for 1. It's really cool. So the new Aguni, which is you're playing 4 of these. I wish this had the alt-art treatment that we got from the regional stuff. It made more sense because the other Aguni's got 2 alt-arts already. You may digivolve this card into your hand onto one of your Takuyas, as it was a level 3 red Digimon. Then on deletion, you may play 1 Flamon from your hand, suspended without paying its memory cost. As you just saw in the play from Saf, this is the perfect reason why this card's so good. You swing into security, oh no, you died, you get to play a flame, and you get to search. If you've already got another Takuya in hand, it will even better. Get out in the field, but if not, use the flame on effect to search your deck for a tamer. Put a Greymon. You can digivolve into your hand one of your Takuyas, as if it's a level 3 red for the cost of 2. And then when digivolve, this Digimon gets 2000 DP for the turn. So it's going to be 8,000. Sometimes what people will do is they will like digivolve into this, get the effect, and then digivolve into the Burning Grave for 1, and then get the effect of this. So you're a 6k with 2 and 2, so you become a 10k, which is quite chunky. You'd be surprised. It does survive a little bit more than people think it might. But you also do get the whole if you have a Goonie, then go into this one. Obviously, you can swing through and then play another Takuya. This very good like back and forwards with this deck because it does want to go like side to side. Or you go a Goonie into burning. You can also go into order if you want to, but a lot of people would like go the triples and then swing out, and then if they just still fall over, you can play a Takuya. You just keep your turn going. It's pretty good. The inheritance effect here is another 2000 DP, which is fairly good, obviously, when you need to swing over things. And then Burning Grey, when digivolving, it's got a hybrid in its traits or a Takuya in its Digivolution cards. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4000 DP or less. Not the most amazing thing, but because of Bloomlord, and obviously a lot of the champions and rookies being 3000 DP, it does come up a little bit that you will be popping things that will definitely upset your opponent if you do pop them a bit too prematurely. And then Aldermon. When one of your Digimon with a tamer card in its Digivolution cards digivolves into this card from your hand, reduce the memory cost to this Digivolution by 2, so it becomes a 1-cost Digivolution when digivolving. If a card with hybrid is in its traits, is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, this Digimon gets 4000 DP for the turn. If you just build your stack and you have the extra 2000 here, extra 4000 there, you now become a 14,000. You also have an extra 2000, so you're a 16,000. And if you have the Aguni there, you also have the effect if you somehow still fall over, you have the deletion effect. Also, it's just it's not your turn effect. I've seen some people say, like, oh, it has to be on your turn. No, it's just an on deletion. So when you fall over, you just get to do it. And then, once Digimon's hybrid or Tim Warrior is traits, if it doesn't activate security effects with option cards, it's really good. Obviously, that means you'll still get your tamers if they do hit tamers. Ring 4 of the new Emperor Greymon. Essentially, this is a security attack +1. When digivolving, you can delete your opponent's Digimon with the same DP or less than this one. There's a good chance that 9 times out of 10 you're going to be like 19k, so there's a good chance you're going to pop most things on the field. And then on deletion, you may play a Takuya from your hand or trash. Now, the idea with this, essentially, especially some of the bigger things, you kind of want to pop it, destroy its like source protection, and then crash into it. And if you both die, then that way at least you get a Takuya out for next turn, and you leave them in like a bit of a worse situation. And the Emperor Greymon here is just when Digivolving Blitz, and then once per turn, when this Digimon is blocked, you may also spend this and gain 1 memory for each Digivolution card with hybrids. There's a way to get this deck to go, I think it's like Sorry, you can do the 2-year effect once it goes up and you have like 4 hybrids in there, so you gain 4 DP, sorry, 4 memory. But here you can go into like Flame, into Aguni, into Blaze, into Burning, into Order. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sources, so yeah, 5 memory. And then if you have Atomic, then you gain 3 memory if you're blocked. It comes up occasionally. It's kind of a way to end games, and then obviously if you've still got the memory for it, because sometimes you do, you have Omnimon here for swing for game. It's not always like the most like gelling of things, but it's generally pretty good. Gravity Crush here is a new tech that people are using since they saw it in Cross Hearts and gain 2 memory at the end of turn, lose 2 memory. Most people don't really mind right now, especially if you like leaving with like an empty board, giving them extra memory, because not a lot of people can do things, if that makes sense. And then 3 Atomic Infernos. A lot of people I thought were playing 4 with this. 3 does seem to be kind of more of a commonplace these days. I'd love to have an alt art or a foil version of this, because it's a common, unfortunately. So there's no alt art of this, but I'd love to see this in all its blazing glory. Then we're running 4 of the new Takuyas, which is a memory setter. Your turn. This Digimon gets 2,000 DP. While this Digimon has 10,000 DP or more, your turn was turn. When this Digimon attacks opponent's security, gain 2 memory. Pretty damn good. So it comes up, you'll be surprised. Like, there's quite a few times where you'll Digimon to this, you'll swing out with it, you'll get your 2 memory back, go into the next one, swing out, get your 2 memory back, swing, go to like this Takuya, swing out for 2 hits, and then like swing for game. Like, it's feels very degenerate when you can't stop it. And then the old Takuya, security plays card by effect, and then main, you may place 5 cards with hybrid in their traits from your trash under this tamer in any order to evolve into a Arresterdramon in your hand for the digitary cost, if the tamer was a level 5 for a Digimon. Then your turn, this Digimon gets 2,000 DP, while this Digimon has 10,000 DP or more, it gains security attack +1. So 9 times out of 10, because you're already taking 11k anyway, or 12k the old card, you're automatically going to have the extra, you're going to gain the extra 2,000 to your 14. You probably have all the effects of like Aldermon, so you don't activate security effects anyway. Burning Grey when you get 2,000. If you somehow do die, you get to play a Takuya from hand. And then you may also have the Flame underneath here, so you can play another Takuya from hand that makes memory cost. If you can, the Piercing Flame is also really good, and if not, then you can also have the Flame with the 2,000 DP. As it just says 5 hybrids, you can essentially just go like, I don't really care about too much, so you go, alright, I'll have the Flame on, I'll have the Burning, I'll have the other Flame on, I'll have the third Flame on, and I'll have the Order, so I don't activate any security effects, and if I do somehow hit something that's bigger than me, when I die, at least I get to bring back a Takuya. So, that's the deck in a nutshell. Fairly good deck. I really do like it. I really do think that this deck is like the new speed deck in the format. Beelzemon, a lot of people say that Beelzemon was faster, but to be fair, whenever I played into this deck, it felt very samey. Like, it was essentially like whoever like rolled like 1 higher, essentially. It was very RNG if you were faster or if Red Hybrid was faster. So to be fair, I do like the fact that we still have a aggro deck in the format. And to be fair, Red Hybrid did need to have this win because it had a big, massive L last time it was out and about. So, yeah, thank you, Saf, for being here for this and doing so fantastically over the weekend. And hopefully we'll see more from Saf in the future. It's nice to see people who win tournaments get to come back and actually, win more. So, we'll see you guys next time. Peace out and goodbye, and have a great day. Goodbye.